Hi, I'm Mike, and this is Margaret, and we are the children's pastors at Summit Christian Church. This week's lesson is going to be talking about joy and wisdom in troubled times.
Yeah, so we need you to listen real closely because they're going to give you some great tips on how to get over these troubled times. And also, we sent those activity pages to your parents' email. So make sure your parents print those out for you. And if you didn't get yours, call the church office so we can get them to you right away.
Well, let's get started with the lesson.
Okay, let's do it.
Dude, Nick, what's up? You look freaked out, man. We're hosting together. This is awesome.
Yeah, so, Jeremy, you know how you let me borrow your car for lunch and stuff? You know how cars are supposed to kind of look like this?
Yeah.
Yours doesn't really look like that anymore, and I don't think you need these.
What? What do you mean I don't need them?
I kind of totaled your car.
What? That's awesome! Hey everybody, welcome to the Journey Today show. I am Jeremy.
And I'm Nick.
And for the record, he didn't wreck my car.
I didn't wreck his car.
I do like my car, but I still would have been celebrating because of what we're learning today.
Yeah, what's the big idea?
Our big idea today is God calls us to seek Him for wisdom in times of trouble. Now, Nick, so this is cool because we're in a book that I love in the Bible. We're in the book of James. You guys have to understand, James was Jesus' brother. Now, Mary would have been his mom, and Joseph would have been his dad. So imagine for a second, how hard would it be to have a perfect, sinless Son of God as your brother?
I mean, I had a very sinful brother, and that was pretty hard, so I can't imagine what it'd be like having Jesus as my brother.
Yeah.
Whew.
Oh, it'd be crazy. But anyways, I love the book of James because even after growing up with it and watching him walk, after Jesus went to heaven, James became the leader of the church. And so I think we can learn a ton of awesome stuff from James because he was Jesus' brother.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
he had experience right there.
Yeah. If you haven't read James, read James.
Yeah.
But you know what? Let's dig into it because I want to look at today's verse and then we're going to talk about what it means.
Today's verse comes from James chapter 1, verse 5. If any of you needs wisdom, you should ask God for it. He will give it to you. God gives freely and to everyone and doesn't find fault. All right, so that verse actually reminds me of the story in the Old Testament of a king of Judah named Jehoshaphat. Jehoshaphat.
So what does that have to do with asking God for wisdom in a crazy time of trial or time of fear or time of scare? What does that have to do with it?
Yeah, so he and his country is on the brink of war. They're supposed to war with another country. Not quite the guns.
Oh,
there we go.
Oh, wait, like this.
Just like that.
Yeah.
That's basically
war.
how it's
Got it. Yeah, that'd
war.
be scary.
Hardcore.
Yeah.
And so instead of just running straight into the war, he decides to ask God for help.
Man.
And he prays.
Oh, see, that would sometimes when I get scared or worked up or I think my friend wrecked my car, sometimes I don't think, oh man, now's the time to ask God what to do or now's the time to talk to God about it. Sometimes I just freak out.
Yeah. Exactly. But James and that verse says if we ask God for wisdom, he gives it to us freely. And so King Jehoshaphat asked God, hey, what do you want me to do? How do you want us to go to war? And God gives him instructions. He follows the instructions up to the edge of a cliff where he looks down on the army he's supposed to fight.
Yeah.
And they're all dead. God had fought the battle for him. Jeremy, I'm really confused.
Yeah, I bet you are. So I just that story's awesome, and it does go with what James says, but it makes me think Jehoshaphat.
Yeah, I get it.
Jehoshaphat was all worked up and about to go to war.
Yeah.
But he went to God in prayer and asked for wisdom, and the problem Hey! Get it? Yeah.
It went away.
It went away.
That's incredible.
So you know what we're going to do?
Please tell me.
I got a challenge for us today.
Let's do this.
Oh, yeah.
Challenge accepted.
All right, Nick, so here's today's challenge. We're going to have exactly 1 minute to blow up as many balloons to at least the size of this Pop-A-Shot basketball. And so the competition is who can blow up the most balloons and stick them up in their shirt, because the dude's name was Jehoshaphat. Yeah. And so at the end of 1 minute, we'll stop, we'll count each other's balloons. The loser has to do the blow the balloon up until it pops challenge. What do you think?
I'm in.
Are you in?
I'm totally in.
All right, let's get Mac's going to count us down, get us ready to start. We've got exactly 1 minute. Mac, do your magic.
3, 2, 1, go.
I'm going to have to, like... 1, 2, 3, 4.
1,
2, 3. All right. I hate this, losing this challenge. Here we go. Hey, if you got my back at home, grab a balloon and blow it up until it pops. Ah, I hate it. This is the worst. Ah!
That's so much bigger than I thought.
We need cheaper balloons.
You got it. Oh my goodness, kid.
I promise I did not try to make that pop with my hands. I'm glad that it did, because that was so scary.
That was pretty incredible.
All right. Hey, congratulations. You won a challenge. Man, over the last 2 full seasons of the Journey Today show, I have been really bad at winning challenges.
Pretty low percent.
Yeah, real low. I think this shirt was just too small.
Okay.
Hey, so today we're talking about calling out to God in times of trouble so that he can give us wisdom. And I just for a second want to say, like, my favorite definition of the word wisdom is skill at life. So Jehoshaphat, like, when he called out to God for wisdom, like, God gave him skill to lead his army. When you faked like you'd wrecked my car and I called out to God, he gave me wisdom to know that I've got really good car insurance. And so, you guys, right here, I've got a question for you. What can you do to remember to call out to God in times of trouble and ask for wisdom? Press pause.
And discuss. Man, that's a great definition of wisdom, skill at life.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, what are areas in your life where you could use more wisdom?
I could be a better friend.
I think I could be more patient whenever you interrupt me.
Hey, thanks for watching the Journey Today show. Today has been terrifying and fun.
Yeah, very fun.
And I hope that you all got more skill at life.
Or wisdom from God.
See you next week.
Have a good one. And that was the question. What are some the outro?
That's a wrap on 12.1.
God speaks all the time. We can hear him if we try. Are you listening? Oh, are you listening? God leads every day. He doesn't stop or change. Will you follow? Oh, will you follow? There's a start and finish line.
Oh, I love Yancey.
Yes, I really like that music.
Oh, well, we're going to talk about those 4 things that we've been working on. First, count your blessings. You know, God's always blessing you. You just don't always recognize it. Pray through the week, not once, not twice, but the whole week. You need to hear from God, and God needs to hear from you. Go on a nature walk. Get some exercise. Say hi to your neighbors and see what God's doing out there. And last but not least, be thankful for the things God's already given you.
And I love this week's memory verse. It's James 1:5.
If any of you needs wisdom, you should ask God for it, and He will give it to you.
And also, don't forget, if you have a need or your parents have a need, call the church office so we can help you with that, and maybe we can pray with you also. And for more information, go to summitchristianchurch.org. And have a great day. Bye.